Oh, oops, sorry, this is the other one.
Raven Remnant says, now that you're 6 months in, do you feel like your experience... Raven Remnant says, now that you're 6 months in, do you feel like your experience, expectations of being idle have changed? Also, any change in goals? I came in with the idea that I was going to be a very subversive idol and that I was going to shake up the status quo and be like, not like what you expected from an idol.
Did you?
That changed in that I think I am approaching being an idol with a certain level of transparency and earnestness, but I am approaching it with the goal of being a good idol. I think originally I thought, I'm just going to be a game streamer and people are just going to have to tolerate that, and I won't ever be a good idol and whatever. I guess that's what my niche will be.
People are going to have to get
will
used
hopefully
to
learn
that
to like that, but I think that I had the wrong idea of idol. I think I had a really poisoned mentality of idol culture.
I imagine that a lot of people outside of it, because like the news that get really big tend to be like the craziest, wackiest news and all that. Then they can actually have like a really negative vision. It doesn't help that, of course, the things that are most reported do tend to be like the really dark parts, like for example the really excessive fans or the really shady practices from agencies that are not even really all that relevant in the current era. A lot of the really bad stuff with idol agencies, from what I understand, was very much kind of something from the 80s. From what I understand, it's not like I am like super knowledgeable about it or anything. Sorry about that. And unfortunately, then that means that they don't really see like the more sweet, the more amazing stuff, the great love for the fans, the dedication of the idol.
I'm just gonna be a game streamer, and people are just gonna have to tolerate that, and I won't ever be a good idol, and whatever. I guess that's what my niche will be, and people will hopefully learn to like that. But I think that I had the wrong idea of idol. I think I had a really poisoned mentality of idol culture.
But probably yes.
And that hurt the way I thought about what it was. But when I got down to the core of it and realized that being an idol is just being somebody that's hopefully working on themselves enough to be worth looking up to in some way, it made me want to be that.
Oh, that's actually like a really wholesome view. That's actually really adorable.
I thought about what it was.
That's actually a really down to earth, a really mature perspective to have. Props to Ruze. That's actually like really cool. Oh, sorry.
Got down to the core of it and realized that being an idol is just being somebody that's hopefully working on themselves enough to be worth looking up to in some way. It made me want to be that because I've always wanted to work on myself. I always want to be growing as a person. So I think mostly what's changed is that within the first like few days, I realized I don't want to be a subversive idol. I want to put my best foot forward. I want to genuinely try to be an idol. I want to learn new
to be top idol
things. I want to learn to sing. I want to learn to dance. I want to be somewhat inspiring. I want to better myself emotionally and mentally and probably physically even.
Not bad.
I just want to be. I want to be somebody that I would be proud to say, like, yeah, that's me. I did that. So that's what.
And that others can be proud of as well.
I think has changed for the most part.
Well, now I'm actually quite invested into this Ruze idol arc. Wonderful.
What is my definition of idol?
That's really amazing. That's really sweet.
I think if you asked me what my definition of idol was, I would ask you in what context. If you asked me my definition of idol in the most bog standard sense, it's people that dance around on a stage and sing songs. If you ask me what my definition of idol is for me, it is somebody you can idolize. It is somebody you can hold yourself to the standard to, not because they're perfect, but because they have traits you enjoy and you would like to try and hone for yourself.
They are an inspiration to aim for.
You should never truly idolize someone in their entirety.
I guess I can see that.
Deplatform your fucking like idols. Stop glorifying them. Stop acting like the people you like enjoy the content of are perfect people. They're not. Neither am I. Neither is anybody you enjoy.
Probably
but there are parts of everybody on this planet you can choose to model yourself after and work towards.
Not gonna lie, this is actually like a really mature, really mature take. I never really stopped to think about like Ruze age. Well, I never really stopped to think that about any VTuber really. But that was actually so down to earth and so thoughtful that I can't help but wonder actually, like, I imagine that Mr. Ruze has a lot of like life experience under his belt then. I'm actually a bit interested in reading a few of the comments, but only like 3, 4. For someone who looks like a muscle-brained Judd character, he has some very deep wisdom about life. He certainly does. That was quite amazing. This is exactly why I love him. He's so earnest, but at the same time, the boundaries he put is so distinct so people can still stay logical when idolizing him. He's so real for that. And when you get down to it, an idol is someone you look up to and respect. Sorry.